Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of EdgeMasterGaming, where today, you requested it and here it is. We're going over my Project Lazarus tier list for 2022. This list includes every single gun in the game, so no more wall tier and mystery box tier list, it's everything. And as of right now, there are a total of 47 guns in the game. However, before we start, I know that you guys will not agree with me on a few of these guns on this list, and that's okay. Besides, I love the discussion and want to support the community as best as I can. Alright, with that being said, please do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button below if you enjoyed this video. And don't forget to check out the description box for more information on this video and site links that help support EdgeMasterGaming. Alright guys, let's get started. To begin, we're starting off with the F tier, also known as any guns in this tier are for noob's eyes only. In at number 47 is the worst weapon that has ever graced the halls of Project Lazarus, the Crossbow. Nothing has changed for this weapon since it arrived. No piercing, no rapid fire, no quick reload. Get this weapon at your own risk. In at number 46 on our list is the nail gun. I would say that the nail gun is actually a better version of the crossbow. They both are lightweight and lack piercing. However, the nail gun has a better fire rate and explosive nails that can hit multiple targets after being packed. At number 45 is the M14. The only pros for this gun is the Conquest module, which supplies a nice 3-shot burst. Overall though, this gun is still pretty weak, which is why it made the roster for the world's worst loadout. In at number 44 is the SKS. This gun is slightly better than the M14 as it one-shots to round 19 and carries the steady hand module. You guys probably figured this gun would be next as it was used as the primary in the world's worst loadout video. At number 43 is the SA58 OSW. I understand that at one time before the Pack-a-Punch was introduced in Project Lazarus, this was the gun of choice. I mentioned this in my previous assessment, but I always wanted to like this gun more. I just can't seem to find more pros than cons about it. In fact, this gun begins to struggle before round 25, which is why I feel that this gun should be in the F tier. At number 42 we have the M249 Saw. I know a lot of you will not agree with my placing of this LMG, but its large stock ammo reserves and frenzy module isn't enough to change my mind. Your movement speed and reload time are critical in this game, and the M249 fails in these areas miserably. No surprise here, but at number 41 is the RPD. In my previous video, I placed this weapon ahead of the M249 because of its scrapper module. Outside of that, it has the same cons, so there's no reason to move it up any higher on the list. Next on the list is the E tier for easy to die. As in, if you're not too careful with these guns, it can be way too easy to die. Moving on to number 40 is the Gustaf M2 launcher. I'm still not in favor of being disoriented when firing on zombies within the blast radius. Also, I was still quite surprised at the damage for this weapon for the late 20s, especially at point blank range. However, I do consider this to be a good assist weapon. In at number 39 we have the JS9. The damage, as mentioned before in my previous video, is mediocre. The Twin Fang module is a good touch, but the recoil will prevent any extended firing. Because it's an SMG, you're pretty mobile, and it's a wall weapon, so you can always replenish ammo. At number 38 we have the TMP. The fire rate for this weapon is good and really helps out during the mid rounds. The one major drawback for this gun is the Chaos module, as the extra damage isn't guaranteed. Up next at number 37 is the MP5. One of the most sought after wall weapons on the graduation map thanks to late game strategy. This gun is solid and still is good at round 30. We're now on number 36 and it's the KEDR-B. Whenever I play this weapon, I still consider this gun to be a slightly better version of the MP5. This is really due to the stealth attack module where you get a 150% damage bonus for the first 25% of the magazine. At number 35 we have the DP-27, a uniquely shaped LMG that has a lordship module. This module provides 150% damage and 40% recoil reduction as long as you stand still. We now move on to the D tier for definitely has a chance, as in making it to round 30 is possible as each gun definitely has a chance. Next up on the list at number 34 is the R0635. If you didn't know, this weapon is only accessible with the M16 Game Pass. As mentioned before, the good thing about this gun is the kill clip module. However, the damage for this gun begins to fall around round 25. I also consider this weapon to be a slightly better version of the KEDR-B. At number 33 on our list is the M16A4. As I mentioned in last year's tier list video, the pros for this gun is simply that it's a solid mid to late tier weapon. It also has the 50 kill upgrade module to convert it to a fully automatic weapon. We're now on number 32 for our list with the SCAR-HAMR. If you know anything about me, I am not a fan of LMGs in this game. However, this gun continues to be pretty solid until round 31. The main pros for this weapon are the Battle Scars module and the 825 rounds in ammo reserves. At number 31 on our list is the final LMG, the RPK-74. This, to me, is the best LMG in the game. It comes as part of the AK Expansion Game Pass. What puts it above the rest is the Kill Tally module, and it too carries 825 for ammo and reserves. And at number 30 is the Tech 9. This lightweight handgun does well in the mid rounds as long as it's packed. This is due to the 50 kill upgrade module. It does 50% reduction and boasts a 125% damage increase at 50 kills. Next at number 29 on our list is one of my favorites, the B93 Raffica. You may recognize this weapon from my late game strategy video. The pros are that it can one-shot up to and including round 30 as long as it's packed. And on top of that, it's a wall weapon so ammo can always be replenished. At number 28 is the Glock 17. Nothing has really changed with this weapon, but the best thing it has to offer is the Echo Cobra module. It converts the gun into a fully automatic handgun and also provides 15% movement speed increase for just being equipped. Alright guys, we're at the midpoint for this tier list. Do you think you know the rest? Well, let's see. Next is the C tier for could be worse, as in the guns in this tier are average at best. I mean, it could be worse. Coming in at number 27 is the AN94 Abakan. This was one of the first weapons that I used when I began playing Project Lazarus 2 years ago. I really like the double headshot module, however, its drawback is that its extra damage doesn't last longer than 1 second. At number 26 is the Barretta M9. This gun alone isn't fit to be a primary weapon, but it is an excellent backup or an assist. Call of the Void can slow an entire horde, allowing you to escape, switch to another weapon, or round the zombies up to be handled by your teammates. Up next at number 25 is the F2000. The things I really like about this gun is the extremely high rate of fire and the opportunity module. This module grants a 200% damage buff for 5 seconds. The major downfall is that you really run through your ammo reserves as it falls off in damage in the mid to late rounds. At number 24, enter the Desert Eagle, a powerful handgun that can one-shot up to round 32. The two major issues that I had with this gun is the reload time and the Devil Seal module. I was never a big fan of having to waste the entire magazine to get that one last powerful shot. In at number 23 is the AUG A3. This assault rifle is extremely fun in the mid to late rounds. This is due to the adrenaline module. With each kill it grants a fleeting move speed boost for 3 seconds. Moving on to number 22, we have the HK416. Another very solid weapon that has a decent reload time and doesn't have any hindered movement speed. I originally gave it a low score on last year's tier list since I was unfamiliar with how awesome the tactical maneuver module can be. It turns out that you can empty the mag down to the last bullet and perform a tactical reload, giving you a huge boost of speed. At number 21, we have the M4 SOPMOD 2. This is the second gun on this list from the M16 expansion pack. It too is a solid weapon until the early 30s, provided you're using the packed version. The moving target module can also help maneuver you out of tight situations. Alright guys, we're now on the B tier for beware skill is required, as in users of guns in this tier beware because some skill is required. In at number 20 here is the Masada. The best thing this weapon has to offer is the Defender module, where it has 15% chance to slow a target and you can do 200% damage. This gun reminds me of a better version of the HK416. Next up at number 19 is the PM-9. This SMG is the latest weapon to be released on Project Lazarus. It has great fire rate and is still useful at round 30. It reminds me of a way better version of the KEDR-B. Its downside, however, is the recoil, which is balanced out by the Relentless module. Coming in at number 18 is the AKS-74U. This is the second gun covered so far from the AK expansion pass. While this may seem like your typical SMG, what separates it from the rest is the Anarchy module. Its kills can stack up to 5 times, during which damage increases by 10% and the fire rate by 5% for 3.5 seconds. Moving on to number 17, we have the MSSR, a sniper rifle that has been highlighted in my most recent fire rate challenge video. It is the last weapon on this list from the M16 expansion pass. It can hold its own in the mid-30s thanks to its ever-expanding fire rate. At number 16, we have the Remington. Aside from updates to the inspect and pump animation, it's pretty much the same. This shotgun is guaranteed to one-shot up to and including round 33. This is the one weapon to definitely keep in your loadout, as it definitely is a top-tier wall weapon. At number 15 is the SL9SD. I consider this gun to be one of the best assault rifles in the game due to its fast fire rate and stealth attack module. Not only does this gun get extra damage within the first 25% of the magazine, but this gun has awesome precision when aiming down sights. We're at number 14, enter the P90. You guys may recognize this gun from being in second place on my top 5 guns video. Nothing has really changed with this gun since the mystery box tier list video. There I discussed the buff update where it received a higher fire rate and reduction in recoil. Guys, we have 13 guns to go, and if you made it this far into the video, please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button below. Next, we move up to the almost superior tier. At number 13 is the M26 Mass. What helped this gun to become top 13 is the flechette module. It adds small darts to each round for better penetration, making this shotgun extremely powerful. It can one-shot up to round 44. The only real criticism that I have about this shotgun is the bolt action, which makes it annoying when fighting the zombies. Another favorite weapon of mine at number 12 is the UMP-45. It's very good due to its unyielding module, which provides a 2% damage increase for all successive shots. I would consider this the K1A of the graduation map. In at number 11 is a fan favorite, the Ranger. The double barrel shotgun is really popular because of the amount of power that it wields from the Madness module. So much so that it's been nerfed at least 4 times that I can recall, and it's still good. Coming up to number 10 on the list is the K1A. Still my favorite wall gun since I released the wall gun tier list video last year. Of course this may be subject to change based on any releases, but right now, if you ever play research, pick this gun. I'm telling you, it'll make things so much easier for you. In at number 9 on the list is this powerful sniper, the Barrett 50 cal. Not much has changed with this weapon. You can still one-shot up to round 46. It still has the same cons, reload time, hindered movement speed, and losing access to the anti-material rounds if you're pushed by zombies. Coming in at number 8 is the USAS-12. This powerful, fully automatic shotgun still can carry you easily into the mid-30s. It's a ton of fun due to the floating dagger module that grants you a fleeting movement speed boost for 2 seconds with every kill. It also provides 150% damage buff with every 4 kills. The issue with this gun that I mentioned before is it runs out of reserves way too quickly in the later rounds. Coming in at number 7 is what I consider to be the best shotgun in the game, the Benelli M4. While the shotgun isn't a fully automatic like the USAS-12, it has the reserves, it has the power, and can reload up to 4 shells at once thanks to the Better Tomorrow module. Well guys, this is it. We are on the superior tier with 6 guns to go. Let's see if you guys have figured out what the final rankings are. In at number 6 is the AWP. This is the most powerful sniper in the game due to its quickscope module. Drawbacks for this gun is the bolt action, which decreases your fire rate, so ensure that whenever you fire, make sure that it counts. In at number 5 is the AK-12, which is my favorite AK out of the expansion pack. With the Cold Heart module, it allows you to stack 5% up to 200% damage with each kill. The only issue that I have with this gun is that when you get touched by a zombie, the damage resets. This is avoidable though by switching weapons. Lastly, I consider this gun to be a very similar gun to the AK-47. The only difference is the module. And you knew this was coming. At number 4 is the AK-47. You've seen this ranked number 1 in my top 5 guns video. I forgot to mention the update for this weapon when research was released. They nerfed the fire rate a bit, but increased the damage. In other words, this gun is still awesome. And at number 3 on the list is still the Dragunov SVU. Outside of the inspect animation, nothing new has been updated for this gun. The fire rate is still awesome, making it very forgiving if you miss headshots. The multi-headshot module really does the work for you, as long as you line up the zombies. What more can I say? Our runner-up is Frostbite. Now I know that I'm going to get plenty of flack for this, but I really like this gun at the number 2 spot only because if you're caught in the blast radius, you get frozen. This can cause you to get easily knocked if you're not careful. Other than that, it's really awesome. I mean, it's the most powerful weapon in the entire game. Still at number 1 is the ray gun. This is the second most powerful gun in Project Lazarus due to the Ruiner module. The module guarantees every zombie takes between 3 to 4 shots to kill, and the more zombies, the more powerful it is. And the most important thing is I don't have to worry about getting frozen if I'm within the blast radius. Well guys, that's gonna do it for my Project Lazarus weapon tier list. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Also, let me know in the comment section down below if you agree with this tier list, and if not, what would you change? Also, check out my other Project Lazarus videos in the playlist or in the description box below. And as always guys, remember to have fun, take care, and God bless.